So I fooled you a little bit, and that is something you can also use for your own events with scientists and engineers, artists, and the general population because of the following. Actually, that was your first communication with our star sisters and star brothers. I had agreed with the star sisters and brothers to do that. And I used this simple exercise that was no deep meditation at all. And possibly you have some surrounding noises in your room, for example. Even so, you were able to perceive and receive telepathic information from our star sisters and brothers. And you will learn and hear why this happened or can happen in those circumstances. And the reason I choose that, not informing you that we will talk and communicate with our star sisters and brothers, is very simple, because you didn't have any expectation. So there was no block raised disturbing the telepathic communication, because you were not in expectation that you are now in contact with the ETs. The channel, the intuitive channel in the right hemisphere is fully opened and is able to receive telepathic communication, right? So it is agreed that the sisters and brothers from the star nations will send you a number or more numbers. That was the agreement. Please make a note of these numbers, because at the end you will ask the star sisters and star brothers what the meaning is of the number or numbers you have received. That is the agreement that has a special individual meaning. And also it was agreed that they can have a certain movie or video, for example, to use for presenting you that number, so that you recognize that is not based on your fantasy. And I will a little bit later explain how this is related to the left and right hemisphere. And the other thing is, some of you have perceived the number before I have asked the question. And that is something I will cover in a very special section in our webinar today, because that is key for telepathic communication, to understand that telepathic communication is based on intention, not on language. And please remember that that point, that you have perceived information before the question was asked. So excellent. We will come back to that later. So let's just move forward.